Okay everyone, hello, welcome back. And I've made another purchase on eBay. Faulty spares repairs, 4 vintage radios, 4 vintage batteries to match, and 2 chargers. I haven't got the chargers in the picture here simply because they're just too big and bulky, but here's a photo. And it's all sold spares repairs. I paid £18 for them and £4.99 postage. They're actually quite heavy, so I definitely got my money's worth when it comes to the postage, that's for sure. These are, let's have a look at the ones that are in better condition here. These are Philips PR710 HSA. If you can read that, it's shiny, so it's kind of hard to see. But spares and repairs. And well, as you can see from the batteries here, they've all got a bit corroded. These are all NiCad batteries, very old. I mean, look at that one. Oof. Now, I have been checking these off camera, and one of the batteries is good. Well, I say good, it charges. Doesn't hold a charge very long though. When you take it off charge, it slowly drains itself back down to 0 volts, but it charges, and both chargers work. Now, if I can get 2 of the radios here working out of the 4, I'll be very, very happy. Because some of these are just in horrible condition. I mean, you've got gunk all over them. This one's got a sticker on it. These are old business radios. FM, VHF and UHF radios. This one's got writing on the back of it. But I've got 2 antennas, not 4. So if I can make 2 work in good condition out of the 4, use 2 for parts, I'll be very happy. Because you see these ones here, these are actually better condition, but the keypad's worn. Whereas if you look at these ones in worse condition, the keypads aren't worn, if you know what I mean. So if I could take that keyboard and put it in that case, I'd be very happy with that. Like I said, I've only got 2 antennas anyway, so realistically speaking, I can't get all 4 working. And I've only got 2 chargers anyway, not 4 chargers. But yeah, these are old business radios, and they're adjustable power, 1 watt and 5 watts, I believe, 5 or 4 watts. It's really, really hard to find information on these because they're really old. They weigh loads, even without the batteries attached. They weigh a lot. But let me just grab a screwdriver, because you fit them onto your radio and you tighten it. Well, I can't do that really by hand very well. So if I just get a little flathead screwdriver to assist me, give me a second. Okay, got a screwdriver. So we've got 1 battery here that works. I mean, it's seen better days, so I will more than likely rebuild these batteries. Getting them open is going to be a difficult task. Maybe I can cut inside there and pull the top out, so I don't have to damage the casing. But saying that, I did notice one of these has someone, yeah, there we go, this one. Someone has attempted to cut it open. They're just not good condition. But I can always use white vinegar to get rid of that acid oxidation on there and bring them contacts up good. But maybe I can, like I said, if I can cut inside there all the way around, use a hot blade or something and pull it all out and rebuild it with new cells. But we've got one here that works, kind of. So let's just test them. I don't need to screw them on, because all you need to do is make sure the contacts touch, you know, on the bottom of the radios here. There's 2 contacts. There's also a programming port as well. It's like 1, 2, 3, 14 pin. You can't see that, my apologies. It's a 14 pin connector. But let's try and test these, shall we? If I just push them onto it, it should make a connection. Does it work? Let's just quickly screw it on. Maybe I do have to screw them on to make it work. I don't really know. I hope not, because this is quite a long screw. But there's the radio with a battery on it. It's big. Oh, there we go. It works. That's annoying. I don't want to have to keep undoing this all the time. Just to test them. Surely you can just push them on. Push them down the connectors. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works as well. Okay. Now these two that I hope work, because these are the better condition ones. Yeah, lovely. That works. I have no idea how to use these, by the way. The buttons are strange. You've got M for, I gather, for memory, a plus symbol, a negative symbol, a light button for the backlight, an arrow facing right, I don't know, up arrow, a key, and a picture of a speaker. I don't know. And there's obviously your PTT there, which is strange it being on the right hand side. They're usually on the left. But fourth radio here, let's test the fourth. Okay, yes, okay, so all four radios do work. Like I say, let's try and nick whatever we need to from these to make these two good condition and fully working. And if you know, I probably won't rebuild all four batteries, because by the time I've stolen all the parts on these ones, they'll just be parts radios. So I'll just kind of find out the best two condition batteries here. I mean, this one's all right. The one that takes charge is all right. It's just got some battery gunk there. I mean, just find out the best two condition batteries. I mean, this one, look, you see the colour difference in this one. Look, I definitely won't be using this one. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. Just find the best of both worlds and combine them to make two good radios and two working batteries. Let's try and get in a better position here, and we can pull them apart and go from there and swap everything over. But so far, £18 for, I gather, working radios. Well, their power were up anyway, and well, some really heavy batteries. Jeez, wow, I've never carried and held all four at once. That's quite heavy. But yeah, well, let's get cracking and see what we can make out of the two. Okay, going handy style here, so I'm just sitting on the floor. It's more comfortable for me. I haven't got my tripod facing angling down at the desk. But these are the two parts radios that I should call them. Very easy to get into. You just have 6 screws on the back and a little waterproof seal look. But the one on this top one kind of split when opening it up. But all I did is opened it up, and there's a few screws on the motherboard, and it just pops up out of place. And I've pulled the keyboard out, which is here, the two good keyboards. And I've also, you have to remove the little volume and power switch knob. So I've kept them as well, because I will find the best of them two, as you know, best of them four, I should say, as well, and use those. And same when it comes to the case screws, because some of them are quite rusted look. So I shall put them all in a pile there, and I shall pick the best ones to go into the working radios that I'm going to keep. But this one's definitely been inside of before, look, because someone's soldered on a little earth tab, little ground tab, whereas they're meant to look like that from factory. And someone's putting a bodge wire there as well, look, where they don't come from there. I mean, that could be factory, but it doesn't look it. And the fact that this has obviously been changed, you can see that it's been resoldered, makes me think that maybe this little bodge wire isn't standard. Who knows, maybe not. But yeah, I've got the parts that I need out of that. I literally just needed the number keyboards. So I'm going to open up the other two, like the ones that I want to keep. I'm going to clean those little keypads before I put them in, and then I'm going to, like I say, just select the best of everything to put on the new ones. So yeah, it's probably not something I can show on camera, to be fair, because it is quite tedious. These little screws in here, this little one right at the top here always gets stuck. It did on both radios. The other lot come out fine, but them top two come on, it just stuck. I don't know why. You can see why they're so heavy. Like, I mean, look at that. Absolute monster. That's, you know, the RF section. Because obviously the power section here, the power pads to the batteries are here. So this is an RF section just on a little ribbon cable here. So yeah, not too bad to open up. Nice and easy to remove the keypads. Just remove the keypads there, and I've now got what I need, I hope, for the two working keyboard radios. Sorry, and I'll get back onto that and I'll clean it up while I've got it apart as well. And same with the battery packs and the chargers as well. I've actually got repaired one of the chargers. The pins are broken, but that should be a nice easy fix. You can hear it rattling around inside, so it's in there somewhere. But I plan to open them up anyway and check them out before we put them, you know, on the shelf. So give me a minute and we'll get the other radios and we'll start with those. Okay, got the main two open here, and it does seem the little bodge wire is factory, and that also confirms that the other one has been worked on. These are the ones that obviously I want to keep. I have replaced the keyboard now to ones that aren't so worn out, i.e. these ones here. Just got a bit of wear on them, and that's not what I want. But when I opened these ones up, the little waterproof seal stayed intact, lovely, and nice and easy to remove. So again, I've took the volume knob off this. You have to slide the board out to get to the keyboard underneath. But the speaker wire obviously gets in the way as well, so you have to be careful not to tear that, and you always have to be careful not to tear this ribbon cable. Even so much as the little locking collars that go around and screw around here, I'm going to check which ones are the best condition and put them on. Because this is one that come off it, look, and it's a bit grubby, so I'm going to be putting a better condition one on it. So I'm literally taking every single thing from the parts radios and using them on this to make these perfect. Even so much as the little screws that hold the board in place. Ones that are the cleanest ones and the nicest screw head, you know, because sometimes they get chewed up with screwdrivers, don't they? I'm replacing everything, absolutely everything, with the best of the four. So yeah, there's one done. That's just got to be buttoned up. And then this one here, replace the keyboard on this one. That one don't look too bad, but it has got a bit of wear, namely around that little key button and the little speaker buttons there. So I'll replace those because I'm pretty sure these are in better condition. Oh yeah, 100%, yeah. So they've got to go in there, and this one's done. So let me get at it and I'll be right with you. We've still got the batteries and the chargers to do as well, remember, so we've still got a long way to go yet. Well, a little bit of time later, and I think I've got them cleaned up pretty damn well. For some old radios, they don't look too shabby whatsoever, do they? I don't know what year they are, but I cleaned up these the best I could. They're like rubberized, so they've gotten a bit sticky. You can kind of help remove the sticky residue with some contact cleaner. It's a bit better. It's not bad, but the antenna's cleaned up quite nicely, and so is the rest of the radio. Bit of a sticker here that I still need to get off. I need to get some more like goo gone stuff That's not the end of the world. I can do that at a later date. It's not too bad. And same with this one as well. This one cleaned up real nice as well, look. I saw a little mark there. It's a little chunk in the plastic. Oh, it's not too bad. But it's cleaned up nice other than that. The contact cleaner has made it fade a little bit, but I need to get some rubbing alcohol on it, really, which I will do. And same with this as well, that rubberized coating. This one's a little bit lighter in colour there, but it's not as sticky, so I can kind of live with that, I think. These were the best two out of these anyway. Look at that one, the rubber's peeling off it. And same with that one, look. So I honestly believe these are the best two. And same with some of the screws. I even replaced some of the screws because some of them are really, really rusted. I mean, look. So I definitely feel like I chose the best of the screws that I could. And same goes with a little potentiometer locking collars as well. Some of these are really chewed, look. So I honestly feel like I chose the best ones possible for these radios. So they're quite nice. I really, really like those. And while I've been doing this, I've been having a couple of breaks here and there. A cup of tea breaks and things like that. And I found out a little bit more information on these. Not from manufacturer, but from people that have asked on the internet. And a lot of people say that the ending digits, the HSA, represent what frequency and band they operate on. These are apparently, according to that, VHF. So we'll have to see. I can get my little analyzer out, my tiny SA analyzer, and basically I can sniff frequency. So if I key up this and it outputs a signal, the tiny SA will tell me what frequency it's on. And funny enough is what I also found a way to program these. You have to make an adapter. It uses a parallel port, you know, the old printer big cables for your PC. You can make a cable. Apparently you only have to connect to about 3 or 4 pins of this to be able to program them. And but I don't have a PC old enough to have the parallel port on it at the moment, but I'm sure I can find someone that does, and I can make up a little adapter so I can program them in to what frequency you want each channel. But like I say, I can once I've got the batteries fixed and they're on, I can power them up, and I can use my little tiny SA analyzer. I can key up on different channels, and basically I can sniff what frequencies each channel is transmitting on, and I'm sure I could find one out of what's programmed in here that is legal for the UK, so that I can, you know, legally test them. I'm sure something is possible, you know. But yeah, I cleaned up pretty well. So now we need to make a start on the batteries and the charger as well. Moving swiftly onto the charger here, look at the state of that. Filthy. It's really freaking heavy and all. Next test due 1995. So last got tested 1994. So 18th? Was it 18th? Yeah, 18th of February 1994. Wow. So she's old. She's very old. So obviously got to be older than 94 because it last got tested on 94. So, oh, another check date there, 2005. Wow. So these are in use for quite a number of years from whatever company used them. Wow. That's impressive, to be fair. The fact that company didn't even feel the need to upgrade for that many years. I mean, so these batteries must have held out pretty damn well then for NiCad batteries. But look at the state of them, the state of this charger. I don't know how I'm going to get these stickers off. I mean, do I want to get the stickers off? I don't know. It looks an eyesore, but at the same time, it shows the story of the radio, you know? 1994, 2005. What's on this side? Nothing. What's on there? Don't know. But you know, I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to remove that? I'm not sure, but we need to clean it up regardless. So let me give that a clean. I've just got some contact cleaner and an old toothbrush and a J-cloth to wipe it clean with after. And we'll see how this turns out. Well, unfortunately, when cleaning, it did ruin the stickers. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I've got it documented on this video here. So, yeah, that's fine. But it comes up, that's just a bit of sticky label still. But that comes up pretty nice, look. That comes up pretty nice. This, I think, was the original stock label, possibly. It's like one of the metal-backed ones. It's just worn out over the years, so nothing I can do about that. But that cleans up pretty darn well. Shame about stickers, but what can you do? It's strange because I like the background of old equipment, you know. Most equipment these days, old vintage stuff, gets thrown in the scrap, you know, thrown in the bin and recycled just because it's old and no longer used to someone, you know. I don't like that. I like to save them and repair them if needed. Just old stuff, you know, everything tells a story, and that's what I like with old equipment. So I'm trying to keep it and preserve it as much as I can, really. I mean, look at that. Don't that look cool? You can't tell me that don't look awesome. Big brick, but that looks so cool. So, yeah, just need to repair the other charger, which I don't feel I'll bother documenting that. It's only a little, one of the pins are snapped off. Just got to get it and solder it back on, I guess. And then we'll move on to batteries. I need to order the battery packs as well, the battery cells. So yeah, let me get cracking on with that one. Okay, with this second charger here, it's actually in good condition as well. So I wasn't really bothered about repairing it, to be fair, because you don't need two chargers just for two walkie-talkies that I'm never going to use. But literally just a snapped pin. It was a little bit bent forwards as well, but I managed to jam that back with the pliers. Little pin was inside of it here. So just going to try and see if I can solder it on. I'll try soldering it on, and if not, I've got a bit of copper wire to add to it, sort of thing, to try and, you know, strengthen it up a little bit. I don't know, we'll see what I can do here, but if I can't repair it, you know, it's not a solid enough repair. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to get it working. So that's my radio going off. And yeah, let me try and solder this and see how I get on. Unfortunately, I could not get it to stay on. No matter what I did, it needs to be one solid piece of metal, really. It's meant to have a bit of flex in there when the battery goes in. But as soon as it has some flex into it, the solder just doesn't hold. I don't know. Nothing I could do about that for now, I don't think. It's not a big deal. What I might do though is try and get that sticky label off there, and you use this top cover on the other charger because it hasn't got that sticky bit on the top. But that's a shame about this. But it's always there for spares, I guess. Ooh, nice oxidization, nice. But yeah, no big deal really. It's a shame, but I just can't get it to hold reliably. It's probably, if I could get it to hold, it probably won't hold up forever, you know. It's going to fail one day, so yeah, never mind. Oh well. Let's focus our energy on the batteries next, shall we? We'll try and clean them up a little bit, and while we wait for the battery cells basically in the post. So let's get cracking on with the batteries and clean them up and see what we can do with them as they are before we put the new cells in. Okay, moving on to the batteries here. Obviously I've got four, because I've got one on the radio now. That's the one that takes a charge, and it seems to be holding a charge actually pretty well. It's been a few hours now. probably about 5-6 hours since I charged that actually. Obviously we're not going to use this one, obviously, so that rules that one out. Now we've got to pick one of these, because obviously I'm going to be rebuilding this one here that works and cleaning it up, but we've got to pick out the two here. Now you see, it's unfortunate, you see, because this is a better colour one. This is, you know, this one's all sun stained, and you know how plastic changes colour over the years. This is a better looking and condition one. This one actually matches a radio. Perfect colour. Sorry, turn the radio off. No, it's finished now. But yeah, this is the perfect one to match, as this one doesn't. But this is the one with a slit in it. Someone's tried cutting open. Now I could probably ignore that, but it is a bit rough. Maybe I could do something about it. I would like to restore this one here, because this is the colour matching one. I mean, because let's be real, if we used this battery here, I mean, look at the colour difference. Huge difference. Whereas this one matches it lovely. Well, a lot better anyway, I should say. You know. So it's a shame, really. Shame it wasn't this one they tried cutting open. But maybe we can do something with this one. So that's the one we're going to use. The one that's on the radio and that one. These other two can, well, this one can. This is long gone. Look at it. Oh, wow. It's not even grey anymore. Wow. But yeah, maybe fix that one. We'll see how much the cells cost. Well, so these are originally NiCad. Yeah, NiCad, look. So I'm going to replace them with NIM, or NIMH, however you want to say it. I call it NIM. And like I say, I might do this one as well, depending on how much the cells cost. I think there's 6 cells in here, maybe 6 or 8. Might restore that one just so we've got a backup. Like I said, they're probably not going to be used anyway, just be on a shelf display. But still, if I've got it, it's not, other than the colour difference, it's not a bad condition pack, really. So I don't know, definitely these two, maybe that one. I've got to order some cells, and so it's going to be a little while for me until I receive them, but it's going to be a couple of minutes for you. So let me wait for them battery cells to come, and we'll see what we can do about opening these up here and changing the cells inside. So I'll see you very shortly.